For years, the repair shop has been more than just a television show. It's been a warm, comforting corner of British life. A place where broken things find new life, and where viewers find peace in watching care and craftsmanship at work. From the first sound of gentle hammering to the quiet laughter between the experts, the show carries a special calm that many people say feels like therapy. But behind the smiles and the steady rhythm of repair, a deeper story was unfolding. A story not of romance, but of trust, loss, and emotional healing. At the center of it all were two people who understood pain in different ways: Jay Blades and Suzie Fletcher. Their connection grew quietly, without drama or gossip, and became one of the most genuine bonds on television. For the first time, Jay has opened up about what that friendship really meant. Not just to Suzie, but to him as well. What began as a simple daytime series about fixing treasured belongings became something far more meaningful. The repair shop didn't just fix old furniture and clocks. It repaired spirits, including those of the people working inside that old barn. Before the repair shop made him a household name, Jay Blades had already lived several lifetimes' worth of pain and struggle. Growing up, his life was full of hardship, poverty, broken family relationships, and deep emotional scars. He faced homelessness and long periods of hopelessness, where every day felt like a battle to survive. School wasn't easy either. Dyslexia made learning a constant challenge, and society didn't make room for his differences. But through all the difficulties, Jay always had one gift: his hands. He loved working with tools, fixing things that others might throw away. When the repair shop entered his life, it wasn't just another TV job. It was a lifeline. For the first time, Jay had a space where his skills and his spirit could both be useful. The smell of wood, the feel of tools, and the rhythm of repair became his form of therapy. He often says the workshop feels like home, a place where time slows down and every broken thing can be made whole again. For Jay, the barn wasn't just a filming set. It was a refuge, a safe corner of the world where he could finally breathe and belong. When Suzie Fletcher first walked into that same barn, she carried her own kind of brokenness. Suzie had spent years in the United States, building a life with her husband, while working as a skilled leather expert and saddler. Her craft was her peace, her way of finding purpose. But life took a painful turn when her husband passed away after a long illness. The grief that followed was heavy, and the years leading up to his death had already taken much from her. Her confidence, her energy, and her sense of self. After losing him, Suzie felt lost and unsure of her place in the world. Returning to the UK in 2016 wasn't about fame or money. It was about starting over, trying to find stability and meaning again through the work she loved most. When she joined the repair shop, she didn't expect cameras or public attention. She simply wanted to work quietly, surrounded by kind people who shared her passion for craftsmanship. What she found there was much more: a team that felt like family, a brother in her real-life sibling Steve, and a gentle, patient presence in Jay Blades, who understood pain more than words could explain. At first, Suzie was quiet and cautious. The barn was full of cameras, bright lights, and new faces. But Jay sensed something in her immediately. A kind of quiet strength mixed with deep sadness. Instead of pushing her to open up, Jay gave her something rare: space. He didn't ask personal questions or expect her to share her story. He simply stood by her, offering silent support whenever she seemed unsure. Day after day, Suzie found comfort in that steady kindness. Jay didn't try to fix her pain. He just allowed her to exist as she was. That gentle presence helped her slowly come back to life. Suzie later said that working at the repair shop felt like therapy. The rhythm of her craft, the community around her, and Jay's quiet encouragement all played a part in helping her rebuild her confidence. While others saw just two colleagues working side by side, something deeper was forming. A friendship built on empathy, patience, and mutual respect. Their connection wasn't loud or dramatic. It was calm, quiet, and real. In a world full of fake television moments, their relationship stood out because it was completely genuine. Jay Blades and Suzie Fletcher connected because they both carried invisible wounds. Jay had battled depression, homelessness, and feelings of worthlessness. Suzie had faced grief, loss, and emotional pain that left her unsure of herself. In each other, they recognized a familiar struggle: the effort to keep going, to stay kind, even when broken inside. Jay's understanding of her silence came from living through his own. He knew what it meant to carry pain quietly, to survive without asking for help. That's why his kindness wasn't about fixing her. It was about standing beside her. Suzie, too, brought strength to Jay's life. Her calm nature, her patience, and her ability to focus deeply on her craft reminded him of the importance of stillness. Together, they created an atmosphere in the barn that viewers could feel through the screen. Every time they shared a quiet smile or gentle nod, audiences sensed that something powerful was happening. Not romance, but healing. Through their friendship, they reminded the world that sometimes the most meaningful bonds are the ones that need no words at all. As time passed, Suzie began to regain her confidence. She started to open up little by little, both in her work and in her personal life. One of the biggest turning points came when she appeared on a morning show with Jay, where the topic of writing a book came up. Suzie hesitated. She had thought about telling her story, but the memories were still painful. That's when Jay quietly said something that stayed with her forever. "Come on, Suze. You can do this. It'll be really cathartic." It wasn't a loud piece of advice. It was soft, sincere, and full of belief. For Suzie, those words meant everything. She started writing soon after, and as she worked on her memoir, she found herself reliving memories she had tried to forget. It was hard and emotional, but it also helped her release years of buried pain. She said later that writing made her feel happy and free again, like she was finally letting go of something heavy. Jay didn't interfere or demand to read her pages. He just supported her quietly, offering encouragement whenever she needed it. That's the kind of friendship that heals, gentle, steady, and full of trust. For Suzie, the repair shop wasn't just a job. It became a safe space where she could slowly rebuild her sense of self. She described it as a lifeline, a place filled with warmth, patience, and understanding. Jay's presence in that barn gave her the courage to face each new day. He made her feel seen and respected without asking for anything in return. In interviews, Suzie has said that Jay helped her start believing in herself again. It wasn't one grand gesture, but thousands of small, quiet moments that built that trust. He respected her silence, checked on her gently, and let her set her own pace. Over time, that environment of kindness helped Suzie heal. She became more confident in front of the cameras and more open about her past. Writing her memoir was a big step in reclaiming her story. But the real healing had begun long before, in that little barn, surrounded by tools, laughter, and friendship. Jay didn't see himself as her savior. He just wanted her to find peace. And in helping her, he found a kind of peace too. As the repair shop grew into a huge success, both Jay and Suzie found themselves under a spotlight they never asked for. Fans loved their chemistry on screen. The easy laughter, the quiet teamwork, and the calm way they supported each other. Naturally, rumors began to spread. Some people thought they were in love, while others believed they shared a sibling-like closeness. Social media buzzed with speculation. But both Jay and Suzie stayed silent. They didn't feel the need to explain or defend their relationship. Their bond didn't fit simple labels. It wasn't romantic. It was human, built on shared pain, respect, and understanding. Around this time, Jay was also facing personal challenges. His past made headlines again when his ex-wife accused him of controlling behavior, something he never publicly discussed. Those moments were difficult, but Suzie stood by him quietly, just as he had done for her. Their friendship helped them both stay grounded through fame, criticism, and emotional storms. They didn't rely on big statements or social media posts. Their loyalty spoke through action, not words. The repair shop barn has become more than just a workspace for Jay and Suzie. It's a place where real emotions live, where every repaired clock or stitched leather piece holds a story. For Jay, each object represents a memory, a reminder that brokenness can be temporary. For Suzie, it's a space that taught her how to trust again. Together, they've shown the world that kindness can exist without noise, that healing can happen in small, quiet ways. Viewers often comment that watching them work side by side feels calming and comforting, like therapy through a television screen. When the repair shop began gaining international attention, people from all over the world started to notice the quiet magic between Jay Blades and Suzie Fletcher. Viewers didn't just admire their craftsmanship. They felt something deeper, a warmth that reminded them of human kindness. Emails and letters poured in from fans who said that watching Jay and Suzie made them cry, smile, and believe in hope again. Some people shared that the show helped them cope with their own grief, depression, or loneliness. Many said that seeing Suzie's calm smile and Jay's encouraging words gave them comfort on dark days. For older viewers, the show brought back memories of loved ones who had passed away, while younger ones admired the patience and care that's often missing in today's fast world. Jay often says that he never expected the show to touch so many hearts. For him, every episode was about respect, for the object being repaired and for the person who brought it in. But what he didn't realize at first was that people weren't just watching objects being fixed. They were watching people healing each other. Suzie's gentle nature and Jay's grounded energy became symbols of hope. Together, they created an atmosphere that viewers described as pure kindness. Even those who didn't know their personal stories could sense their sincerity. It wasn't acting, it was real humanity shining through the screen. One of the reasons people love Jay and Suzie's story is because it feels familiar. Everyone, at some point in life, has felt broken. Everyone has faced loss, failure, or self-doubt. What makes their bond special is how they show healing without pretending it's easy. Suzie doesn't talk about moving on quickly or forgetting the past. She talks about acceptance, about learning to live gently with what hurt her. Jay doesn't preach about success or fame. He speaks about purpose and community. Their actions remind people that you don't need to be loud to make an impact. Small moments, a smile, a nod, a kind gesture, can be life-changing. In the barn, Jay often watches Suzie work in silence. Her focus, the care in her hands, the patience she brings to every detail, all of it speaks volumes. He once said that watching her is like watching peace being built piece by piece. For Suzie, Jay's laughter and optimism help keep the mood light, reminding everyone that even serious work can carry joy. Their friendship teaches that strength doesn't always look tough. Sometimes it looks gentle. Many fans have said they find comfort in knowing that real friendship still exists. One that isn't about what you can get from someone, but what you can give. The quiet balance between Jay's energy and Suzie's calm creates a harmony that reflects what the repair shop truly stands for: care, patience, and healing through human connection. Behind the cameras, the repair shop team shares real friendships and genuine support. Jay often describes the barn as a healing place for everyone, not just the guests. The experts come from different backgrounds and have faced different struggles, but the workshop brings them together like a family. Suzie has said that what makes the place special is the respect everyone has for each other. There are no big egos or competition. Everyone is there for the same reason: to restore something that means the world to someone else. Jay's leadership style adds to that atmosphere. He treats everyone equally, from camera operators to craftsmen. He believes that kindness creates better work, and that positivity spreads naturally. For Suzie, this supportive environment was exactly what she needed. Coming back to work after years of emotional pain was scary, but the barn became her comfort zone. There, surrounded by people who valued her skills, she started to feel alive again. Her laughter returned and her confidence slowly grew. Jay once mentioned that seeing Suzie smile felt like watching sunlight break through clouds. That's how much her healing meant to him and to the team. What makes their bond even more beautiful is that it wasn't planned. There were no scripts or directions telling them how to act. Everything viewers saw, the gentle smiles, the quiet teamwork, happened naturally. That authenticity is what makes their connection timeless. While many people talk about how Jay helped Suzie heal, fewer realize how much she helped him too. Jay has openly spoken about his struggles with mental health, especially after dealing with public scrutiny and personal challenges. Fame can be heavy, and at times it brought more stress than joy. But working with Suzie reminded him of the value of patience and stillness. Her calm presence taught him how to slow down and listen. She never judged him or tried to fix him. She simply accepted him for who he was. Through their friendship, Jay learned a lot about emotional maturity. He discovered that strength isn't about pretending to be okay. It's about being honest and gentle with yourself. Suzie often reminded him to take breaks, to rest, and to enjoy quiet moments. Her steady energy balanced his busy lifestyle. In many ways, they became each other's mirrors, reflecting back lessons that both needed to learn. Jay once said that the repair shop helped him repair his own soul. But it was the people around him, like Suzie, who gave that healing meaning. Their friendship shows that healing is not a one-way street. It's shared. Helping someone else often helps you too, sometimes in ways you don't even realize until much later. What Jay and Suzie share has grown into something much larger than the show itself. Their story has become a quiet movement, a reminder that kindness and empathy still have power in a noisy world. Viewers from every country, background, and age group connect with their story because it speaks to a universal truth. Everyone needs a safe space, and everyone deserves to be understood. In interviews, Jay has often talked about the importance of slowing down and listening. He believes that our world moves too fast, and people forget